Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Taurus, Your Love Story, and this is for January, the month of January 2018, and it's for you coming from Taurus. So let me shuffle my Kabbalistic tarot cards, and the first card that I'm going to pull will have to do with your 15 or 16 days, first 15 or 16 days in January. And what do I find? I find difficulties for you. You coming from Taurus are going to have a lot of setbacks in your areas of romance. Your existing romance is going to produce problems. There is confrontation, there is an urgent desire to somehow create, somebody wants to make an exit basically, you or your romance partner. And so if you value your romance partner, you can definitely make amends. I see the sign of infinity here. The sign of infinity always means that things can go on for long term. You need to find solutions. So there is a chance of it. But I also see many signs of Saturn, and these always show that past issues may trouble your romance of the present. So don't bring up these past issues in the first 15 days. Don't want to be provocative, because all this could be provocative, and take the soft approach to help your romance in the first 15 days of January. Now, if you find a new romance in this first 15 or 16 days of January, tell yourself that it's coming loaded with complications. It's coming with plenty of intentions to give you some problems for the near future. And you have to be very cautious in the sense that you will be appealed to this relationship. In other words, you are attracted to this relationship very much and you'll want it very much. Well, no harm there. Nobody is perfect, and you may help to find solutions for that new romance that you find, but try not to give your heart away too quickly. Otherwise, I see a sense of first 15 days causing you some anxiety levels with this new romance. There's also a sign here that this new romance has many secrets. Well, all of us have secrets, not only this new romance. Do ask slowly, do ask cautiously, do take the soft approach and ask this new romance you have found about any irregularities of the past and how you could help. So that's your first 15 days. Now let me talk to you of marriage. Your marriage situation is going to feel a lot of heat, meaning that it's not going to be stable. It's going to, firstly, because of financial areas, yes. Because of problems of the past, yes. Interference from family members, yes. And these are the three things I worry about your marriage for you weakening in the first 15 or 16 days. So try your best to keep problems within you and your marriage partner. Don't allow other people to interfere firstly. And then go slow in your actions. This is a card of aggressiveness. And so if you are aggressive, you will make things even worse. So take your time on the marriage for the first 15, 16 days. Don't want to be too demanding, and don't want to definitely show your temper. This card of marriage also shows one thing to me, that there is an issue here that somehow cannot be resolved one way or another. It seems to keep coming up. So you got to put your finger on that, and then you got to try and solve it and try to control it. Well, let me now pull the next card, which will be the last 15 days or so of January for you. And again, this is a difficult card. So you've got another 15 days or so of problems. Now it says that you can be made a fool of. Let me be blunt. It says you are the one listening to me. You can be made a fool of. So wonder why. Could it be that you are being tricked or misled or being played out or being somehow aiming for a disappointment in the last 15 days, which you will be definitely feeling like you have been fooled? Or is it a time where you are not towing the line and you are being very rebellious? And you're also being extremely difficult in conversation and in communication. And I might also add there's some financial difficulty here because of money being spent too easily, and that could be another issue between you and your romance partner. Let's start with the romance. And so be very careful that your romance side can be extremely troubled. And if you find a new romance in the last 15 days or so, be very cautious. Be very cautious that you could be made a fool of. And that's what this card says. And find out why and whether you want to expose yourself to this risk, and look behind the scenes of this new romance that's come into your life. Your ongoing romance, as I said, is going to feel the heat a lot. And if you value it, you'll have to just be very careful and build it up slowly. Let me talk to you about your marriage situation if you're married. Now, your marriage side is going to have stress and anxiety. The stress will come because there's a lot of disagreements and there's a lot of opposition either from you or from your marriage partner. So be ready for this and don't want to retaliate. Just step back, be calm. It's you who's listening to me. It's you who knows what can happen. And so talk to your marriage partner gently, and talk to your marriage partner to identify what is the problem and communicate carefully. Don't take things for granted, definitely, because there is a brewing of problems in your marriage areas. And the best way would be to identify. I make it that there's a play of ego here between you and your marriage partner. And I also make it that some kind of disappointment news which may be making you or your marriage partner feel disappointed, like being played out or some kind of a secret being exposed or things like that. And so just be careful of that in your marriage areas. Otherwise, the whole situation is going to become very trouble for you. Now, looking at both these cards, I'm going to give you some good days in the month of January so that you can, on these good days, find solutions and be able to somehow come together, whether in romance or in marriage, to help yourself. Now, the dates that I've chosen for you which are good to find solutions in January are the 1st, the 10th, the 19th or the 28th. These dates will have situations which are going to be very helpful for you. And if I choose your ages, the ages that I'm going to choose would be, these are the ages where you just find solutions easily and you can even make your situation better in January. And if you happen to be the ages of 16 or 25 or 34 or 43 or 52 or 61 or 70 or even 79, then you're going to override what I say. You're going to somehow be luckier. You're going to find solutions more easily, and you're going to have a less problematic passage in this month of January. So that's how ages are very, very powerful. Okay? Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky colors. And your lucky colors I've chosen for the month of January is the color yellow. I see a lot of sunshine on these cards, and that's what we want for you. So try and wear yellow undergarments, top garments, a yellow handkerchief, somehow just touch yellow here and there, and you'll find a lot of help coming for you. Now there's somebody who is going to create problems for you, an outsider, can be a family member, and this somebody will come from Capricorn. And so be very cautious with this card, that somebody from Capricorn can produce complications to make your marriage or romance partner even worse. So don't share your secrets with this person, otherwise you are going to find a lot of difficulties. Now, you may have a secret longing for an attachment or to contact somebody in a secret way. We all do. We all have a longing, or sometimes we don't stray, but we have an infatuation of some kind sometimes. And you'll have to be careful in this month of January, because if you do so, you're going to attract a lot of difficulties. And this somebody could be from Capricorn or Scorpio that you are very interested in the month of January. Well, I've said that this is a difficult month for you, so try and control yourself, control your emotions, otherwise this could just be the issue of making this calendar month of January extremely bad for you. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And this Skype session is based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms, face reading you while we Skype, even using Kabbalistic in the 90 minutes of the Skype. And I would be using these next 5, 6 or years to tell you in detail what can happen for you in all areas of your life for the next 5, 6 or 7 years. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email, make the contact, and let's get down for it. And it's 5, 6, 7 years of intense reading for you, and all it's going to cost you is USD 50. Well, I look forward to hearing from you, either through Facebook or through Skype or through my email. And until then, thank you and good luck.